Hey everybody, today we're going to make some suet. We've done it before using 18th century method, and let's do it the modern way today. I have 2 nice big pieces of kidney fat from a cow. You can also use from a sheep. You want it to be nice and bright white, that's how you know it's fresh, and I'm chunking it up and throwing it in my crock pot. I'm going to get my crock pot filled all the way up, and we're going to turn it on high just to start until it starts to cook down a little bit, and then we're going to crank it to low. And I actually used 2 crock pots here because I had quite a bit. This has been going for a couple hours. I'm going to come in, give it a stir, squash it down a little bit, add a couple more pieces, and then turn my heat to low. And we are going to let this go for like 10 to 12 hours. We want all of that fat to render out, and you're going to see we're going to be left with just kind of a iceberg of crunchy bits here when we're done. Historically, those crunchy bits were called graves, and they used them for fish bait in the 18th century. Here you can see this has been going overnight. This is what it looks like, and we want to get all those pieces out. This is the meat, the vasculature, the connective tissue, everything that was inside of that fat has to come out so that our suet will be shelf stable. We have to get all these pieces out. We only want to be left with fat. So now I have a glass mixing bowl. I have a mesh strainer and then a cloth towel, and I'm going to strain it here further to again get all the pieces and particulates. Anything that's not strictly fat we don't want. So it's really important that we get that all out of there, because that will cause your suet to go rancid and it won't be shelf stable. There is the liquid gold, and I'm going to go ahead and pour it into a metal pan. I love these. I'm going to show you why here after it sits up, but you could use anything. I've used baking pans, bowls, 9x13, muffin tins. You can use whatever you want here for this. And here's what I was able to get. You're going to see out of my 2 bags, I have 4 pans of the rendered down fat, and then there's all those crispy bits. And now it's been sitting up for several hours. You can see the suet sits up and it's very hard. So I'm going to take that pan. This is why I love these pans so much. You can just go boop boop on the sides and flip your loaf right out of there. I like to chop mine up into bars, put it into Ziploc bags, and put it in the freezer. But remember, this is shelf stable, so you could just put it in a bag or some other type of airtight container and put it in your pantry. But this is how you make suet. Tons of great uses for this. A really cool thing you can do at home. Try it today.